What vestments does the priest use in the celebration of Holy Mass? The priest uses the amice, alb, cincture, maniple, stole, and chasuble when celebrating Mass. When the priest stands before God at the altar, he wears special clothing called vestments. In the Old Testament, God himself gave instructions about priestly clothing, Exodus chapter 28 verse 4. The main vestments worn by Catholic priests today come from traditions that go back to the apostles. Each vestment has a symbolic meaning. The prayers the priest says while putting them on show what each one represents. The amice is a piece of white linen that covers the priest's shoulders. As he puts it on, he prays, "Place, O Lord, on my head the helmet of salvation, that I may overcome the attacks of the devil." He first places it briefly on his head, then lets it rest on his shoulders. The alb is a long white linen robe that covers the priest from head to toe. As he puts it on, he prays, "Purify me, O Lord, from all stain and cleanse my heart, that washed in the blood of the Lamb, I may enjoy eternal delights." The cincture, or girdle, is a long cord tied around the waist to hold the alb in place. While putting it on, the priest prays, "Gird me, O Lord, with the cincture of purity, and quench in my heart the fire of temptation, so that I may remain pure in body and mind." The maniple is a short, narrow strip of cloth that hangs from the priest's left arm. He prays, "Let me deserve, O Lord, to carry the maniple of tears and sorrow, so that one day I may enter into the joy of my reward." The stole is a long band of silk worn around the neck and crossed over the chest. It is a symbol of the priest's authority and is one of the most important vestments. The priest prays, "Restore to me, O Lord, the state of immortality lost by my first parents, and though I am unworthy to approach your mysteries, grant me eternal joy." Bishops do not cross the stole in front, and the Pope always has the right to wear it. The chasuble is the outermost vestment worn during Mass. It hangs from the shoulders and reaches almost to the knees in front and back. The priest prays, "O Lord, who has said, 'My yoke is sweet and my burden light,' grant that I may carry it in such a way that I may receive your grace." The chasuble, stole, maniple, and chalice veil are usually made as a matching set. The biretta is a square cap with 3 ridges that the priest wears when entering the sanctuary. What vestments are used by the priest outside of Mass? Outside of Mass, the priest uses the cassock, or soutane, the cope, the surplice, and the humeral veil. The cassock, or soutane, is the main daily garment worn by clergy. It is a long robe that reaches the feet and buttons down the front. It is black for priests, violet for bishops, red for cardinals, and white for the Pope. In some countries, priests wear the cassock everywhere they go. The surplice is a shorter white garment, like a small alb, worn outside of Mass, for example, when the priest preaches or joins in processions. At High Mass, the deacon wears a special vestment called a dalmatic, and the subdeacon wears a tunicle. The cope is a large cape-like vestment worn during blessings, processions, and other ceremonies outside of Mass. When a priest dies, he is buried wearing his cassock and surplice, along with a purple stole, which is a sign of his priesthood. The humeral veil is a long silk cloth used by the priest when carrying the Blessed Sacrament or giving benediction. Some vestments, such as the amice, alb, surplice, and benediction veil, are always white. The stole used for hearing confessions is always purple. Catholics spend time, money, and effort on sacred vessels, vestments, and church furnishings because God deserves the very best we can offer. Nothing is too good for the Lord of heaven and earth. Beautiful churches and sacred objects help people pray and remind them of God's glory. Some people criticize the expense and ask, "Why waste money on this?" But we should remember that Judas asked the same question when Mary Magdalene anointed Jesus with precious perfume.